So I have the kit lens today in this area, filming some stuff for the Andycine light. Thought I'd make a photo video as well, if I can. So I've got my ISO set to this bottom button here. It's a little more convenient than trying to do anything else. If the M50 is not showing the histogram on the screen or the viewfinder, you probably have your exposure simulation disabled in the camera. That took me a while to figure out. I don't know, I just wasn't thinking, and I didn't know there was an association with that setting and the histogram. Of course, with cameras that don't have any type of dial or nub or something to adjust the autofocus point easily, using the touch screen in this case is super convenient, but with my big nose as it is, I do often hit the screen as well, so there's good and bad about it. I thought this park would be really quiet, but it was pretty busy, and also they were mowing, so I was trying to film something for that Andycine R1 light over by a area with benches and stuff. Just was not going to work. So we're pivoting a little bit, deviating. There's that exposure simulation thing. Have that enabled. Also, I have my setup with the touch to focus thing. I can tell that it's on absolute, and I don't like that. Question is, where is it? I don't remember. With basic cameras that don't have custom modes, things like that, it is more challenging because when you change settings, you can't quickly jump everything back to what it was. You have to do one by one by one, and it's just something you have to deal with a consumer level camera. So touch and drag, autofocus settings, and I did have it on absolute. Let's do relative and top left. Top left is my preferred area because I use my left eye to focus with the viewfinder. The nice thing about mirrorless cameras is that a lot of the settings, a lot of configurations translate exactly to the viewfinder, or at least very close to the viewfinder compared to the back screen. So with that ISO setting I have set up to a specific button, it shows up in the viewfinder when I press the button, and it's easy to change. Things like that give you a more seamless transition between viewfinder and the screen settings, the way that the menus work, and that is very convenient. When doing manual, I'm not too concerned about the settings. At least I'm just trying to get in the ballpark. I can easily adjust things enough in post that it isn't a big deal, at least in situations like this where there's a pretty good margin. You just have to be careful of the highlights. When doing one-handed stuff, the focus and recompose method is okay, but has a lot of drawbacks. even though I'm generating a ton of footage with this action camera, it is convenient not having to start it and stop it constantly. The funny thing is I actually prefer this specific area more in the wintertime than in the summertime. You can see that there is a lot of green everywhere. The paths are nice, but one, you have to watch out for bikers. Two, you have to watch out for mosquitoes everywhere, which is the same in other places, but they seem to be pretty bad at the moment. Another thing is that I'm not seeing a lot of variety. There's a lot, and it's not bad, but variety, you know, flowers, any type of color, I'm just not seeing it. Maybe in a different area, which I'm trying to get to, but it's not bad. Someone, I guess, took a boat and is hanging out on the island. Got a chair and everything. I guess that's one way to get away from other people. So my goal here is to get to a bridge. Just holding the camera like this, I keep changing settings, autofocus settings, hitting the Wi-Fi button.